Good day everyone. Our topic for today is psychoanalytic therapy, and it will be reported by Miss Perez, Miss Rosette, and yours truly. For our topic outline, first we have definitions of psychoanalytic therapy, second, assumptions of psychoanalytic therapy, third, principles of psychoanalytic therapy, fourth, psychoanalytic conceptual tools, which includes the defense mechanisms, free associations, dream analysis, and transference. Next is brief history of psychoanalysis, and lastly, why does psychoanalytic works? Now, we have here some of the definitions of psychoanalytic therapy from various authors. First, it is based on the theories of Sigmund Freud, and it is not hidden in our knowledge that Sigmund Freud is the founder of psychoanalysis, which emphasize na yung mga past experiences natin ay mayroong malaking impluwensya sa ating present behavior. This psychoanalytic therapy is a form of talking or talk therapy. Its approach explores how our unconscious mind influences our thoughts and behaviors as a person. And yung intention ng therapy na ito ay magkaroon ng offering insight and resolution to the person seeking therapy. Next definition is from American Psychoanalytic Association, which they emphasize the fundamentals of psychoanalysis are consistently existing, including an awareness of transference. Ito yung pagpasa ng intense emotion ng patient sa kanyang psychoanalyst, na sometimes this transference can be positive because yung trust and feeling ng patient sa kanyang psychoanalyst to share experiences and situation is in his or her life is powerful. But sometimes, it could also be negative. For example, yung patient ay mayroong galit sa magulang niya, maaari niya itong mapasa sa kanyang psychoanalyst. At minsan, may chance na maging balakid yun sa kanilang therapy. On the other hand, it is on the skills of the psychoanalyst how he or she will use that transference. It is also a desire to engage in the unconscious, and again, mahalaga yung psychoanalytic patient relationship in the course of recovery dito sa psychoanalytic therapy. Moreover, according to Gibson and Mitchell, the psychoanalytic therapy is again associated to Sigmund Freud's theories of personality. And yung pinaka-gist ng theories of personality ni Freud is it views the personality as divided into three major systems, which is the id, the ego, and the superego. The id is associated with our instincts, the ego is associated with our reality, and the superego is associated with our morality, and I will discuss this further in the next slide. Based on their book of Counseling and Psychotherapy, Theories and Interventions, 6th edition, Capuzzi and Stauffer further explain these three. First is the id. The id is the instinctual and biological drives of the psyche. It is also the pleasure principle that can be found in our unconscious. And unconscious is the part of our mind which we are not aware of. It is the first to develop in us. It involves basic instincts such as seeking pleasure and avoiding pain and suffering. For the id, the external world does not matter. Next is the ego. The ego is the organized, realistic part that mediates and seeks a balance between id and superego. It is the reality principle because it is connected to the reality world. Thus, among them three, ego can only feel the anxiety. It is also partly conscious and unconscious. Next one is the superego. Superego is the critical and has a moralizing function. It is the moral principle na kadalasang nagmumula sa principles ng mga caregivers natin o sa kultura at pag-uugali na kinagisnan natin. That is why it is critical and has a moralizing function that serves as our konsensya kung ano nga ba yung tama at mali. Ang kagaya din ni ego, si superego is partly unconscious and conscious. Sa superego din natin makikita yung tinatawag nating ego ideal na nagsasaad kung ano nga ba yung gusto natin maging in general. Furthermore, the main goal of this therapy is to bring the drives of the id into consciousness. Kasi nga, si id is unconscious, allowing them to be understood and addressed directly because it is the key to understanding behavior and the problems of personality. We are done with some of the definitions of psychoanalytic therapy from various authors. Now we are down to assumptions of psychoanalytic therapy. The first one is, yung mga psychoanalytic psychologists, nakikita yung mga psychological problem or neurotic symptoms and behavior na nagmula or rooted in the unconscious mind of the patient. And from this perspective, the said cure is through uncovering what lies behind those symptoms. Kailan, saan, at paano nga ba nagsimula yung problema na yon. And also the causes of the behavior and the repressed materials that interfere with healthy functioning of an individual or the patient. Because psychoanalytic theory emphasizes on unconscious processes as they are manifested in the client's present behavior. The next one is, dream analysis is quite related in psychoanalytic therapy. Kasi isa rin to sa inintroduce ni Sigmund Freud. Freud emphasized dreams as symbolic wish fulfillments to interpret the unconscious. Mayroong dalawang dapat tandaan pagdating sa dream analysis ni Sigmund Freud. First is yung manifest content of the dream. Ito yung dream na ni-recall ng patient. And pangalawa ay yung latent content of the dream. Ito naman yung actual meaning ng dream once na-analyze na ito ng psychoanalyst. And because of this, some are expecting that the manifest symptoms are caused by latent or hidden disturbances. The next one is typical causes of psychological problem or neurotic symptoms and behavior are unresolved issues during development or repressed trauma. Yung mga trauma or repressed trauma na ito is, it might be a traumatic situation and experiences that we are forcing ourselves not to mind anymore. Repressing, when we say repressing, ito ay isa sa defense mechanism na inintroduce din ni Sigmund Freud na that our ego executes in response to the anxiety. And for the last assumptions, Freud believed that people could make their unconscious thoughts and feelings into conscious, and it can be done through the process of psychotherapy, which includes the psychoanalytic conceptual tools such as defense mechanisms, free associations, dream analysis, and transference, which will be further discussed by Ms. Rosette. And that's it for my report. Thank you so much and have a good day.